Well, I guess first and foremost for this, I'm running for DC's delegate to the House of Representatives.
That's right.
I'm a native Washingtonian, family man. I have a gorgeous wife, a beautiful 8-year-old daughter. Um, have grown, born and raised in DC, and I've done everything that I could think of community related. I've always enjoyed that. Even when I was little, I did Mayor's Youth Leadership Program, and from there I went into I worked in the office of the Mayor Youth Affairs.
Marion Barry.
Marion Barry, yes,
Oh
sir.
my goodness.
Yes,
All right. Mayor
back
for
in
life.
yes, back in the day, had some wonderful programs.
Yes, he did.
And I came up in a lot of those, and I enjoyed those things. I went on to have a business background, so I run a regular business and a nonprofit as well. Um, and my main passion for advocacy these days has turned into DC statehood. I've always thought about it a while back, but
Hmm.
I guess when I was in high school, it didn't seem like such an important thing. But now that I'm a little past high school, I think I've waited long enough for voting, like regular U.S. citizens, and I think probably a lot of people in D.C. feel exactly the same way. So my main thing now is I'd like to introduce a different strategy for achieving statehood. I think what we've been doing currently has taken us about as far as it can, at least in the near future. So I'd like to introduce a different uh, way of going about it.
Okay. Which leads me to my next question. Why is it important for DC to have statehood?
That's a great question, and one of the things we want to do is spend a lot of time educating, or not re-educating, because what's been happening for quite a while is the people that like to put out disinformation
Mm.
have done that pretty successfully. A lot of people think that either DC's not supposed to be a state because of something in the
Yeah,
Constitution.
that's what.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and all of that's there are a bunch of specious arguments. They sound good, but as they say, there's no there there.
Mm.
What
Okay.
DC state, the seat of government, the federal government needs to have a place to be that is not subject to the whims of state officials. So it's almost like uh, a landlord tenant situation.
Mm.
A state shouldn't be able to lock the president out of the White House and ask for more rent.
Right.
Things like that. But everybody knows that the federal government is the federal government. There's nothing higher as far as the laws and the lands uh, go that supersedes that of the federal
Federal
government.
government.
But people have made the argument that, oh, if you have DC become a state, somehow it would have undue influence over the federal government. And that's ridiculous. But
Mm.
the thing that gives us the vote that can't be taken away is statehood, because um, if we keep going with the way they do it now, then people will a different Congress can come in and give us votes one year, give us votes one with one group, and then the next group comes in and they take it away. That's what's been done over time.
Wow.
Where a state, you can't really undo a state. You can't turn us back into a territory later on. So and with the statehood, and once we become a state,
Hmm.
uh, we no longer have to be stuck in what people believe is a 50-50 split. Basically, what it is that the side that's figured out a way to get minority rule by misusing a lot of what's there, and then taking advantage of loopholes, the electoral college, gerrymandering, and such. One of the ways they've been able to keep minority rule is to make sure DC doesn't become a state, doesn't get proper voting rights.
Mm.